Happy Monday, y'all. Hey, beautiful NQ. So sexy self. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let me see. Hold on. It's raining here and it is dark and gloomy out. So I got this. I need to give me a ring light. Hey, oh well. Let's get it started, y'all. Last week was a profitable week. Not by much, but we came out in the green anyway. So um, let's get started. First, read the disclaimer, y'all. Y'all know y'all gotta read the disclaimer before we get started. I know. It's also in the description. But here are the rules. Our strategy, supply and demand. On the 5-minute time frame, we are scalpers, intraday traders. We trade from 9:30 to about noon. That's it. That's it. Here for a short time, not a long time. Rule number one, we wait for a break of our structure. Rule number two, we wait for price to return back to our zone, whether it be a demand zone or supply zone. Rule number three, we have three entries. We enter on an engulfing pattern, or we wait for a candle to break outside of the zone, and or we wait for a candle to close outside of the zone. As far as profit taking, we want the low hanging fruit. We want to get in, get out, especially when it comes to passing these prop firms. We want to take money and take what we can. Our risk reward is usually 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. We aim for old highs or old lows and or fair value gaps. That's it. Simple. Simple. You got to try to keep this thing simple. Okay, let's do a top-down analysis. Good morning, y'all. Did I say it already? Or I say hey to my boo NQ already. She looking good today. This is we usually go from the daily time frame all the way down to the 5-minute. This was the week before it's trading. This was last week's. These 5 candles, we did end up bullish. Also, we started a new week, so let's hop on the weekly. Obviously, nothing much has happened here. This is our weekly candle. This is last week's weekly candle, ended bullish. We have nothing much here, but we do have a gap. We do have this major gap in price right here. So I'm going to mark that up real quick. Keep that in mind. That price might retrace to that gap. It doesn't have to do it today, but it eventually will fill this gap. Go down to the 4-hour time frame and see if we see anything that stands out. Nope, we have our gap there again. Price stalling out up here. This is our new all-time high. Our old all-time high was over here. We clearly crushed that. Hop down to the 1-hour. So yeah, we're definitely in an uptrend. Like I said, we do have this gap. Not much to say really. We just gonna have to see what price does from here. Let's go down to the 15. We are still making higher highs. Turn this off. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then higher low. Right there. We haven't made a new high yet. So let's hop down to the 5-minute. It's looking clean though. We're making new highs and new lows. New highs and new higher lows. But we want price to break this all-time high for us to consider a demand zone. Because right now, let me borrow. I gotta keep. Let me borrow this. Copy of that. Break a structure. And let me change this to the top. We put our 9:30 vertical line on. Session starts in 9 minutes. Market open starts in 9 minutes. So, oops. Okay, I forgot to turn that off. Easy, mates. Easy. Monday morning, y'all. Shoot. What's this too? So this was prior breaker structure right here. How was y'all weekend? Price came out of here with some speed, some expansion. So technically this will be our zone unless it makes a new high. Break structure. We have to wait for price to come out of our zone. How did we get this zone? Because it's the most recent. Usually it's one candle, but it can come in multiple candles. If it's multiple candles, I tend to group them together, especially if they're small. If you want to group it like that, you can, but they're together in a row like that, I tend to group them. But anywho, your demand zone will be your last down close candles before it broke structure, candle or candles before it has a broken structure. Here we're making a high, but this is in between our newest high, so that doesn't even count. But yeah, we will want price to come back down here to even consider a trade unless it breaks our new all-time high. And then we'll probably be looking at this candle right here as our demand zone. But we're not there yet. We have to wait and see what price is going to do on market open. Wait to see what price is going to do. I'll put this over here. We'll keep it here for now. And might as well cook up some tea. Y'all know me. I like to cook up some tea. Every now and then I drink coffee, but I am a tea guy. Tea guy. And it's dark. Y'all see how dark it is in the room? Shoot, dark outside. It's been raining all night. All night. Let me see. Yeah, all night. Hold on. Tea action going. See how I look with the room light on. I don't want to. Got a little bit better. I got a little halo action going. Some angel action going. Got a little better. Turn this off. See. I will leave it on for now. We'll leave it on. This is what we drinking. Tea today. Sweet cinnamon spice. Sweet cinnamon spice. I love cinnamon. I know some people don't like it, but I love cinnamon. Let that brew up a little bit. Yeah. Market open in 5 minutes, y'all. Got that phone on Do Not Disturb. No distractions. Let's see if we get us set up today. Let's see. Like I said, y'all, we do have this humongous gap. Look at this. Like him, look at this. Sheesh. Now, normally I mark up targets to the upside and the downside, but the upside, we in no man's land, so we would do just a 1-to-1 or smaller zone. Dang, that zone is only like 17 points. So 1-to-1 should be fairly easy to come by if it does give us an entry opportunity. Definitely not entering on 30 piece. Two. 1-to-2 action. Yeah, this that gap is pretty huge. So have to keep an eye on that. News, did we already check news? It's Monday the 27th. Tentative. Really no news, guys. Really no news. Let that brew up. We let that brew up a little longer because longer with that one, the longer the time that tea brews up, the sweeter it is without even adding any honey or anything. It'd be perfect. Yeah, man. We gonna wait to see what happened today, man. Cause it's that gap is so ginormous though. That gap is really, really ginormous. Really, really ginormous. We gonna see. Yes. Market open in less than a minute. Get my. I can't wait to get double screen. I enter my trades on another laptop till I get another dual screen action. Trying to move that halo. Oh, market open. All right, let me move this real quick because it's in the way. Market open. All right, it tapped past this high, y'all. It tapped past the highs. Let's see what it does. So technically, this would be our new zone. when I have candles right next to each other like this, I kind of want to tend to take this lower candle. This is right next to each other. But you can use this one, but see how I can use this one? You still have, I would consider that a wick down even if it was over here. I tend to want to use this candle right here. Last down close candle before it took price. See what to do. If you know me, I do not like entering on that opening 5-minute candle. For me, it's just a gamble. It's just a gamble. It's not worth it. But if we had a setup where, let's say, opening candle did come down to tap our zone, if I did trade the opening candle, I would definitely reduce my risk to half or a quarter of 1%. But I'm not even gonna do it. I just think that's look out how I think it's gonna actually swing lower. But let's see. Let's see. Go over the rules one more time. Wait for breaker structure. We already did that. Wait for price to return to zone. That's what we're looking for. And then we have our entry patterns is an engulfing, break outside of the zone, or candle close outside of the zone. So y'all know what engulfing pattern looks like. Well, you should know. Try to find a good one. Here's one here. But this is a massive engulfing pattern. These two candles right here, this will be a bullish engulfing. This candle engulfs this candle. Actually engulfs all four of those candles. We don't want to see nothing that large, but if it just engulfs this candle just a little bit, that's a bullish engulfing. It's one entry. And or if price comes down, and this can be just one candle, and the candle comes back up and breaks the zone upwards, you can enter there. Or if you get a candle that comes down into the zone like this one and then comes up, as soon as this candle closes, like say like it came up and closed right now outside the zone, you can enter there. And that'll be your third entry pattern. But the goal is to aim, you want your entry as closest to this zone as possible. Because once we enter, our stop is here. So wherever we enter, our stop follows. So if we enter this much out of the zone, our stop is moving up out of the zone. And it broke out of our zone. Like I knew it was going to do. I think it's heading for that gap. So that is invalid because if it wicks out of the zone and goes back up, I'll still consider this zone valid. But once this candle closes outside of the zone, I no longer consider this candle valid. And it looks like it's going to close. Oh, that's a new 5-minute candle? Yeah. Yeah. It's going way too far down. So for me, that's invalid. How far it's going, it looks like it wants to break to the downside. Look like it just swept, took out liquidity. So let's see if it breaks this. Structure to the downside. Our bias. Oh, I forgot to mention on the daily. Clearly we're in an uptrend. So our highest probability trade would be buys, right? Now that we have this gap, we could, if price shows that it wants to head towards that gap, we could take a short. If we're going against the trend, you want to reduce your risk. If you take a trade against the trend, but let's see what it does. See what it does. Hold on, y'all. Hold tight. Get some back and forth action on Monday, I see, huh? Welcome to the tea party. Uh-oh. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Ooh. Okay, it wicked back. I didn't think it was going to wick back. So something like that. I'm not going to enter, but you could. You definitely could. Stop here. On the one. You would have to be fast with it. It's looking like it might hit it. Yeah, definitely enter. See, came into the zone and then broke out of the zone. Definitely could have got a 1-to-1. I was just too dang slow, focusing on my T. Focusing on my T. Dang. Candle close. It's a little too far out of the zone for me to enter on the candle close. Too far out of the zone. Missed that little opportunity, guys. That's okay. Let's see what she do. Let's see what she do. You definitely could have got a 1-to-1 there if you got in. But that was a perfect example of, if I mentioned last week, I probably didn't mention this week. If a candle comes out of wicks out of the zone, I'll still consider the zone valid. If it closes out of the zone, it's invalid. Let's see what it does. Definitely was a 1-to-1 there. And your 1-to-2 is there as well if you decide to stay in. But I see how I took the top and the bottom. So we'll wait to see. We'll wait for it to show us because it took the high and it took the low. We'll wait for it to show us which direction it wants to go for sure. But if you were quick, you could have quickly made a 1-to-1. I'm kind of mad that I missed that one though. Kind of mad that I missed that one though. I'm mad. Always more opportunities. Always more opportunities. Coming back down to the zone. This could be a potential second entry. Potential second entry, but it looks like it's want to go down, like I said before. Zoom out. Always zoom out. Don't get, because when you zoomed in, these candles look huge. And you get excited. Just zoom out, calm, relax. We missed our little first entry. That's fine. It's really just, we need to see some breaks. I will need to see another break of this high and then create another zone for buy for our sales. Go to the 1 hour. And too much going on in 1 hour. Indecisive candle, yeah. At 1 hour, look at this. Indecisive. It ain't do much. It just took out people trying to buy and took out people trying to sell. Breakout traders. People that's breaking out, trying to buy on the breakout to the high side. People trying to sell on the low side. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm sorry, I missed that 1-to-1 for y'all. Again, revert at 1-to-1 when this candle came down out of the zone, it didn't close. So our zone is still valid, and then it came back up. You could have entered there, stopped below the zone, and you would have had a 1-to-1. You had to be quick and focused. See what it do. See what it do, y'all. Hold on. See what it do. Uh-oh. Give us away. Right now, it's just ranging right now. It made a high, made a low. It's just ranging, sitting in the middle of the range. 9:45. No news. No real clear direction. This zone is still valid. All that wick back and forth action. I used to get caught up in that. That was a pretty decent entry right here on that candle. I got you a quick 1-to-1. Not giving us another entry. I wouldn't consider this candle entry because it went into the zone, but it never gave us a bullish candle. It just went from a bearish candle and then retraced back up, but it never gave us a bullish. So I like to see how this one came down and then it flipped and gave us a bullish candle. So that was a good entry on this candle. These will have to come back, tap the zone, and give us a bullish candle. Still raining. It's chilly. That rain and cold. That is the chilly stuff. What we got going on? What we got going on? Right, is it gonna make a new high, or we just gonna stay in this zone? You see, when you zoom out, it really didn't do much. It didn't do much or nothing. Broke high, broke below. We've seen that many times. That's I would say that's NQ's little trademark. It typically does that most of the time, especially during market open. Catches all those impatient traders. But we're waiting because it really didn't make a solid move. You just wick past this high and wick past that low. Let's see. We gon' do. We gon' come on down. We gon' come on down. We gon' come on down. Really now I want to see it break here. Because this is not giving me confirmation to take an entry. I'm gonna break here. Breaks here, give us a supply zone, I'll take it down. Breaks here, give us a demand zone, I'll take it up. Simple as that. Simple as that. Ooh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Still a lot of indecisiveness, y'all. Just 1 hour candle. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Monday, NQ probably see all discombobulated. That flip, but that would be way too far out of the zone for me. Too far out of the zone. Just too much space. Too much space. And if you held, say you got in on this one, and you held it waiting for 1 to 2, you would have got stopped out. This candle alone would have stopped you out. So take that bag when you see it. Take that bag until you're up. Until you're at least up. Say you had a 50K account, and your target was 54K. I usually don't hold trades 1 to 2 until I hit 52K. Halfway there. Then you got room to take partials or hold the trade because you're already in the green halfway there. But for now, starting out, take them 1-to-1s. And I wouldn't take a trade here. Like I said, I will wait for it to break this new high or break this new low. Because right now it's just indecisive. It ain't doing much of nothing. It ain't doing much of nothing. It ain't doing much of nothing. Why is it not showing, bro? That's crazy. I have to look into that when I get off. All right, looking like you want to take this new high. And our demand zone. Be a large demand zone, bro. CNQ ain't looking too up. Let me not say that out loud. But that demand zone will be massive. If it breaks this high, I will consider this the demand zone. Then you gotta include the wick. Nah. That ain't the move. That ain't the move. That is not the move. It should be clear. Clear, obvious. Your A plus setup. You don't want to just take. You don't want to just take that. It's just been that. Look at the one out. Ooh, it's flipping on us. Flipping on us. Flipping on us. Flipping on us. 3 more minutes on that 1 hour candle. $3 on that 4 hour candle. 15 looking like 15. 15, even the 15 look indecisive. Flipping on us, flipping on us. All right, we made a new all-time high. I'm actually a little bit more interested in the sell just because this gap missed my 1-to-1 already. Sheesh. Have to quit. Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be. But I'm just now getting used to the streaming stuff, so give me some grace, y'all. Give me some grace. Give me some grace. Let's figure all this out. Working on 2 computers. I need to get dual screen. And where I got my brother's account and then the chart there. I don't like taking trades on the phone. I don't. It just doesn't feel right. So I got this other, this Chromebook where I take my trades on. And then I'm trying to figure out how to stop this screen from blacking out on this Chromebook. But I haven't used this Chromebook in forever. So I'm like, man, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's a lesson. Learn all your tools and equipment before you start trading. Learn the broker website. Learn if you trade on your phone. Learn ins and outs of the app on your phone. Learn trading view before you start trading. It's not even showing it. What? Uh-oh, looking like it wanna break out. Looking like it wanna break out. Ooh. Ooh. She might keep flying, y'all. She might keep flying, spreading her wings. Breaks the high. If it breaks the high zone, and then I gotta clip the wig. Oh, bueno. This is a range, y'all. That's what it just made. Made a range, high and low. So until it breaks that range, clear, I need to see expansion and then create a demand zone. I need to see expansion, then create a supply zone. So the rain getting it outside today. I had me some good sleep last night, but I drank some tea late last night watching that Packers game. And I shouldn't have did that because I got up in the middle of the night, take a whiz kid. Yo. Broke a new high, y'all. Technically, this will be our new zone. this candle, this down close candle right here. And then we're going to include that wick. That's a massive zone, y'all. It ain't looking pretty at all. One. It ain't looking pretty at all. I mean, it seemed massive. Stop is 40. I like to see zones around 30, 40 on NQ at most. Maybe 50, but we need clear that direction. And right now, we're breaking this high. I just don't like this zone, bro. I just don't like this zone. Put that in there, y'all. Keep that. That's not what I want to do. She might go up today, y'all. She might go up. Now candle close bullish. Nine o'clock close bullish. There we go. We got some expansion to the upside. Got some expansion to the upside. Before you enter, always set up your stop loss. I don't know what broker you're using, but on my broker, you can draft the stop loss. So if you just enter the order right away, your stop loss will already be there, and then you can adjust it if need be. What you gonna do? 10 o'clock. We are now a half hour in. Oh! This would be your stop outside the zone. If you're risking 1% of a 50K account, 500 to gain, 500 to lose. Depending on what broker you use, the lot size will be 12. I'm just not convinced of this break though. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. It might not give us an entry though. Let's see. What? Let's see. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Damn. Then I got the light in the way. I highly recommend getting a sit-stand desk, y'all. Ready to get me a up your tea and coffee, guys. It look like it's moving up. Slowly but surely. Say that. Dang. I am kind of mad I missed this. We could have been out at 9:35. 5 minutes. Could have been out. In and out. Like it's trying to come back, y'all. It's crazy because I'm a broker. It almost tapped his trading view and missed by that much. Just reiterate the rules. Remind yourself. Don't get trigger happy. You gotta break a structure. Now we're just waiting for price to return to our zone. This ginormous zone. And then these are entry patterns. Definitely don't look like it's gonna give us an engulfing pattern. So I think it's might give us a candle break outside of the zone. Candle close outside of the zone. I honestly don't want to see it come back to this zone because it's too big. This is large, but this is massive. I'm not sold on this upside though. And I think because I know this gap is here, that's why, but it's only Monday, y'all. We don't want to force any entries. No force it. It's only Monday. Yeah. 4 more days to catch. More setups. More better looking setups. Coming on back to us. Coming on back to us. Here she go. There she go. Pick us up. Pick us up. Made a new all-time high, y'all. right, dip back into the zone, y'all. Dip back into the zone. See what it do. See what it do. What it do. See what it do. What you gonna do? There's a minute left on that candle. Let's see how this one closes. Let's see. And then let's see how this next candle forms. It is still raining, boy. 20 seconds on this candle. Let's see how this next candle forms. Getting deep in the zone, y'all. Getting deep up in there. See what she wanna do. See what she gonna do. See what she gonna do. You know we got things to do. All right. Break it as on. Candle close. See what she gonna do. See if she want to. See what she gonna do. Look like my I look like it froze. Three minutes on this candle. Would definitely like to see the candle close would be better. at this point. Because it hit the middle of our zone, we definitely want to see the candle close versus just the candle breakout. Look like my broker is faster than TradingView a little bit. Because we already got a down close candle on my broker account. Not closed, but down. Like this is gonna flip. Patience. 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 Patience, y'all. Came back into this range. Patience, y'all. I just don't like the look of it back into this little range, bro. Price is not looking sexy today. Back in the range. Just wicked. 1 hour. 15-minute. That would be the zone plus that. And you know you got that thing now. You got that thing for real. All right, less than 30 seconds on this candle. Came back into the middle of our initial range between this wick up and this wick down. See what it do. And I'm not liking the speed, the volatility of this. Looks like it's gonna break back out, but it's a lot of time left on this candle. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not 100% sure about this setup. Cause I've seen this before. And something's telling me to stay out regardless of what it prints. Sometimes you gotta listen to your intuition. Even if it breaks out of the zone, it will have to close. But just the regular pop his head out, yeah, that's not gonna do it for me. Decisions. That's the good thing about trading. You make your own decisions, your own rules. This one just don't look nice for me. It don't look nice. It don't feel like it don't feel nice. We gonna wait to see what she do. Cause she back in the range, y'all. She really just back in this range. I don't like that. If it comes, makes a new high next to the demand zone, then I'll feel more confident in that trade. But this one, we can risk half. And it's taking off. 1 minute left. Taking off. Shoot. Should have got the break of the candle. The break of the zone. Hey, I shouldn't have hesitated, y'all. Should have would have cut, right? There she go. She flying. What else? It wouldn't have been a 1-to-1 yet. Could have definitely been an entry, y'all, as soon as it broke. As soon as it broke, definitely been an entry. He got too cold. Could have definitely been an entry. And you might get a 1-to-1. On this, never widen your stop, but you can bring it closer. To put up under here, reduce your risk. Now that you're halfway to your 1-to-1, reduce your risk, or you can put it up to the same counter that you entered on. You can take partials, or you can wait till it hit that 1-to-1. If it hits it. Look like it might do it, y'all. You might get your 1-to-1. There she go. There she goes. Doing it. 1-to-1. And 1-2. I'm seeing so much 1-2 here. Entry pattern. I'm looking for. Ah. All right, we should hit the 1-to-1. For me, even if it doesn't hit the 1-to-1, it gets this close or something, I'm taking profit. See, price made a new high. Marked up our zone. Last down close candle here. We included this wick. Price came back to the zone, and then price broke out of the zone. The candle break out of zone. Zone entry. And you got your 1-to-1. So you can wait till it tap it, or you can just manually close your trade. And it tapped it. Let's see if we get a go for a 1-2. So it already hit the 1-to-1. Take the bag and get out. You got 2 minutes left on this candle. So this candle, however this candle closes, if it closes a bearish, I would definitely get out. But it already hit the 1-to-1, so it looked like it's gonna go past the 2. One hour. One minute left on that candle. Once it hit the 1-to-1, you want to bring your stop to break even. If you decide to hold, if you didn't already take profit. Move stop to break even. Yeah, you know we got things to do. Come through, come through. Once it breaks this 1-to-1, you can trail your stop if you want. Because it should already be at break even. Once you hit that 1-to-1, move your stop to break even. And if it goes past the 1-to-1, I will trail my stop here once that candle closes. See what it do. This one that said 2 minutes on that candle. Now it's 3. Am I bugging? So really, y'all could be done for the day. I would. I'll be done. Move my stop. Well, I would have took profit at 1-to-1. Period. On a Monday. We got so much room for making more money the rest of the week. Monday, get that bag. Start your week out green. Ooh. Move slow now. You gave me some excitement. And about 11, I'm probably going to hop off because target 1 was already reached. And then tomorrow we can see, well, depending on what it does, we can see if it reached target a 2R. Let's reiterate this trade real quick. Wait for break destruction. We got that. Made this new high. Price broke that high. Wait for price to return the zone. We made our zone, which was the last down close candle before it broke the high, and we included this wick after this last down close candle. Price return back to the zone. Now you just have to figure out what entry you want to do. Entry on the engulfing pattern. Obviously, if we entered on an engulfing, which will be this, it'll be so far away from our zone, so we wouldn't even consider that. Candle break outside the zone. That's the entry we're looking for because this candle broke. As soon as it broke outside of the zone, it didn't have to be a closed candle. You enter. Candle close outside of the zone would have been this engulfing. As soon as the candle closed, you enter. It's too far away from the zone. So the break out of the zone gives you your, on this trade, gives you your 1-to-1, obviously. All right, so candle close. So if I was trailing, waiting for that 1-2, I would move my stop to this candle. Well, actually, this candle, to be honest with you. And if it stops me out, it is what it is. So really, we had 2 opportunities this morning. One at 9:35 on this candle right here. It did the same thing. It broke the zone, gave us a 1-to-1. Our original zone was here. You're just now tuning in. This was the high before market open. Market open here, broke that high. So our zone typically will be right here, but these candles are so close together as far as down close, right next to each other. So I'm going to take the lowest one. Price closed right here, went down, broke the zone, and it flipped. As soon as that candle flipped outside the zone, you could have bought as well. Would have tagged me out. Still would have been tagged out in profit. I get there. That's it, y'all. I think I'm gonna cut this stream and we'll see if it makes a 2R tomorrow. But that's it. That's my time. If you were practicing, If you were practicing, you made practice money. If you were actually placing trades, could have made actual money as well. So step closer to your prop firm with a W. Look like you want to zoom down. But that's my time, y'all, this morning. That's a dub for the day. I took that trade. Signing out.